My expectations for the next generation of scanners would be faster, more data. The higher data that's in our models allows us to do so much more, and I wanted to see that whether it's for orthodontic scanning, implants, or general dentistry. We need more data, but we need it faster. And the Primescan definitely gives us all of those things in a very quick scan.
I'm really excited to be a Primescan user, and so are my two associates. I have my own in-house lab, and my technicians are always chairside, but I used to have to take VPS impressions for edentulous cases, and they can now work up my cases fully digitally, because with the Primescan I can impress with super high accuracy.
So my first wow moment with the Primescan was my first full arch impression. Typically it would take us 6 or 8 minutes to take a scan, and we were able to complete a full arch in under a minute. And that was the moment where I really felt like the technology has caught up with our expectations.
I'm able to generate all this information, and it's a great way to engage the patient. There's patients that we've talked about doing treatment in the past, but now that they see it in such a clear, beautiful image on a 21-inch screen, now I've captured them. I've got them to say yes and to commit to the treatment that I want them to commit to.
My expectations of a new intraoral scanner was I wanted something that was going to be predictable, that was going to work very easily, that was going to always be consistent. The other thing that's going to change for most practices is scanning every new patient that comes into the practice. When I take x-rays exams, what we do is we would take a scan with the OmniCam. I think with the Primescan for just normal dentists, this is now going to make it easier in a busy practice, because in a minute or so you can capture a full upper arch.
I just caught myself the other day not even sitting down to use the machine. I stood up and I ran a couple buttons and I was done. It felt like I needed to do more, but the machine does so much on its own that there's very little computer work to actually be done. So what I'd say about my workflows is that I've become more efficient.
The first thing I noticed about the Primescan is how sleek the design was. It's like we're in the iPhone days now. It looks fantastic. Patients have noticed how modern it looks, and they respond to that. They really like it.
I think the design is sleek. I think the design looks very nice. The widescreen monitor just makes the Primescan just look so good, but it's also very functional in the sense that you have a lot more real estate that you can work on when you're doing your cases.
Everybody strives from day one in dental school to make their margins perfect. And the accuracy of the Primescan is far and above anything else on the market.
We all know the digital workflow is the accurate workflow. The Primescan, with the ease of imaging and then the quality of the models that you have, removes a lot of the possible inaccuracies with the analog way we used to do dentistry.
I have been a digital dentist for a long time, and I've enjoyed the other scanners, but since I've gotten the Primescan, they're simply just collecting dust in the corner of my office.
I have scanned with many different devices, and the one thing that I love about the Primescan is that it helps me along the way with the scan. So as it sees things that are moving or it doesn't make sense within the dentition, it just instantly gets thrown out. And so what that does for me as a clinician is that it helps me get better data faster in a way that the patient appreciates.
I think it's important to have a solution that's modular enough to be able to grow with a new user. Typically, a dentist is concerned about changing their workflows and affecting their office environment. So introducing a DI solution that is simple to use and does not create challenges for the new user is a great option. However, we can then integrate that into a single visit dentistry solution down the line. So as a new doctor is learning how to use the technology, they can grow it within their practice at their pace.
Digital imaging is here now. This is the present. People that may want to have their laboratory continue making their restorations. A digital imaging solution is something that's going to make their life easier, is going to make them more accurate, and is going to make their patients a lot happier.
Digital is the way, digital is better. Primescan is the way to deliver it in your office.